Okay, so what's up, guys? It's your boy, motherfucking hacker Andrew here, and today I'm going to be talking about the new multi-man with NTFS support. Now, I know you're wondering, what the fuck is NTFS? NTFS is another format that your internal and external hard drives can be formatted to. Now, NTFS is basically messed around with Windows. It's not a big fan of Mac, but it works with Windows. That's what most hard drives are formatted to. But anyway, that's not really important. The second thing that you're probably asking right now is, what the fuck does the new multi-man and NTFS have to do with me? Well, multi-man has been upgraded with NTFS support, which will now support the copy of games from your computer to your external to your PS3 without, one, any errors, and two, any splitters. So you will no longer need splitters when transferring files, and you will no longer need errors, or you will no longer get errors. Sorry about the little choppy talk there. Let's get to it. Now, usually, not really usually, I'm over here fucking up. Anyway, we're going to get a link that will provide 3 folders here. Hit the thumbs up if you hate surveys. These 3 folders will be a multi-man folder, a USB viewer, and a USB config file. Now, we're going to go ahead and open up the multi-man, and we're going to go ahead and copy the multi-man 1.16.07 base over to our flash drive. Now, I already did that just to save time, so we're going to grab our flash drive. We're going to bring it over to our PS3. We're going to go ahead and connect it. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect it here because I've been getting errors from that hub. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in there. And then we're going to come on our PS3 and go ahead and install package files. And we're going to go ahead and install the multi-man. For some reason you get an error, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now. If you get this error while trying to install it, just go ahead and install the other one. It'll work for you. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and install that. Let me go ahead and delete this for some reason. I don't want to fuck it up. Go ahead and delete this and just reinstall it real quick. Just a quick, easy thing. So go ahead and install that. And there I go again like a dumbass. Alright, go ahead and install that there. Wait for this to load. And then we're going to go ahead and open up multi-man. Start that up. We're going to go and wait for this. And here come the agreements. There's going to be 3 of them. So we just hit yes on all 3. There it is. Yes, yes, and yes. Once this loads, you want to go ahead and press X. Don't worry about that. In case you get that pop-up, just ignore it. Now, once you're on the screen, you want to go ahead and press down a couple times. Just make sure that everything's working. After you make sure it's working, go ahead and press Start and Select at the same time. You're going to see that multi-man now comes with a file manager along with FTP built in. So once you get to the screen, just go ahead and leave that there. Don't mess with it. Come back to your computer and bring your flash drive and plug it into your computer. Now, I'm going to be using a 4 GB hard drive, or a 4 GB flash drive. Because the 40 gigabytes that I have for externals, they are going to take a very long time to format, which I'll get to in a second. So anyway, once you have your external plugged in, you're going to click Start. You're going to go to My Computer, and you're going to go over the external hard drive. You're going to go ahead and right-click on it, and you're going to go ahead and click on Format. And under File System, you want to go ahead and change that from FAT to NTFS, and then click Start for converting. Click OK. Now I suggest you unclick the quick format and do a clean quick format of NTFS. Now I'm just going to go ahead and do this quickly. It's a 4 GB. It's going to do it in less than a couple of seconds. If for some reason yours is still not done converting, go ahead and pause the video now and continue after it's done converting. So go do that now, and I will see you in a second. Alright, now that it's converted, you're going to go ahead and close out of that. Then you're going to open up your USB config file folder, and then you're going to open up the USB. Now, for some reason, if you get an error opening this, just go ahead and open it, and then go to use a program to open this with. Just open it with Notepad, and you're going to be okay. So go ahead and open that, and there it is. So give it a second, let this load, and then you can close out of the previous folder, and you're going to have this folder here. So what this text document is basically showing is a bunch of digits. Now these digits are going to basically direct your multi-man to understand the flash drive that's plugged in. So what the first thing you want to do is go ahead and highlight everything here. You're going to right click and you're going to copy, and then you're going to press Enter, and you're going to go to the second line, and you're going to go ahead and paste the same one in there, and you're going to delete between the colon and the X. Actually, you don't even do that. Just highlight from the colon, from the X on the first part, so it's going to be 0x, and then delete it, and then colon. Now, we're going to go ahead and find out a couple of information about our flash drive. So put that to the side on the notepad and open up the USB viewer. Now, I did provide it for both the X32 and 64-bit computers. Mine will be a 32-bit. If the 32-bit does not work for you, the 64-bit will. So anyway, once you open that folder, go and open up USB dev view. And then once you get this screen open, close the previous folder, so you should only have the notepad and this USB to view. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and go to skip device type and go over to connected. Click on it and make sure that the connected ones are yes. Once these are on, you want to go ahead and click on the one that's connected. Mine's going to be a Kingston Data Traveler on NTFS format. So you're going to click highlight, and then you're going to come down here to the scroll bar, and you're going to move this over right here to the right hand side until you get to vendor ID and product ID. Now you need to do this every time you're going to add an external to your PS3, and if you update the Multiman from whatever version to the newer one, you're going to have to do this every time. So we're going to go and we're going to see the vendor ID. Now the vendor ID will be 0930. Yours will be different. So the vendor ID goes in the first digit area. So we're going to go ahead and put 0930. Oops. Go ahead and re-click on this, and then we're going to change this to 0930. 0930. Alright, once that's changed, and I do apologize if I'm going too fast for you guys. Let me go ahead and explain this. On this side of the colon, this is going to be your, give me a second here, this is going to be your vendor ID. The first part is going to be your vendor ID, mine's 0.90 or 090.30. I know I'm confusing the shit out of you guys right now. 0930 is going to be my vendor ID, so I'm going to put that there and make sure it looks like that. And then the second part, the 1240, I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and I'm going to replace it with my product ID, which is 6545. So I'm going to go put that now, 6545. And I'm sorry that I'm moving the screen too much and I'm fucking up here. I am attempting to, for some reason, I'm fucking high and I'm watching the computer through my iPhone. So just ignore that. So once again, the first part is going to be 0x and then your vendor ID, and then colon 0x and then your secondary, which is going to be your product ID, and then colon 1. And then you're going to click File, and you're going to click Save, and you're going to click Close, and close that. Once you're done with that, you want to go ahead and remove your flash drive, since it's on NTFS, already formatted, and you're going to open up your FileZilla. I went ahead and I switched over to my Mac since I have a virtual Windows, and I am going to go ahead and connect to my PS3. Since Multiman has FTP built in, you don't have to exit that. FTP is already on there. Just connect to it, and then you're going to go to HDDO, and you're going to go into the game folder, and then you're going to look for the Bless. Where is it? You're going to look for the Bless 8068, which looks like that. Let me autofocus here. Bless 8068. And you're going to open that, and you're going to go into the user dir, and you're going to go ahead and copy your USB CFG over to your directory there. Then you're going to go ahead and close that. Then you're going to go ahead and press the PlayStation button once, and you're going to go ahead and quit back to the main menu, and we're going to go ahead and reload Multiman. So then you want to go ahead and wait for this to load. Alright, once that loads, go ahead and open Multiman. There it is. Alright, just press X. In case you get this screen, just go ahead and press L1, and then you're going to press Start and Select at the same time again. We're going to go back into that screen. Once you're here, make sure that you can move around, and then once you can move around, you're going to go ahead and plug in your flash drive. So go ahead and plug that in there. Once it's plugged in, you're not going to see it pop up. The reason why, it's on NTFS file or format, so the PS3 does not recognize it. Now, since we mess around with the CFG, we basically now directed the Multiman to understand it. Now, the way you get into the NTFS driver is by pressing Start and Triangle at the same time. Now, once you're in here, you're going to go ahead and press Start and Triangle, and you should get this screen that says, please attach USB storage device before you proceed. Is the disc connected to the PlayStation 3 system? You're going to hit yes. You're going to give it a second. It's going to say, please wait. Make sure it's plugged in. And you're just going to bear with it. Give it a second. And then you guys can see it. Now it says PFS drive. So there it is, NTFS. And so you guys don't think I'm fucking with you. We're going to go ahead and pull that out. And you guys are going to go see that it's going to go ahead and remove. And there it is. It came off. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in now, again, on NTFS. We're going to go and wait, and there you guys can see it. So we have now NTFS support. The computer recognizes it. and you're ready to go. So hope you guys like this video. Hit the like button, and the way to switch back to the fat USB driver is by pressing start and triangle again, and it'll just switch it back to normal. So that's how you toggle the NTFS driver.